It's time now for high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
Good afternoon from Apple Creek. It's time for high school baseball as these two backyard rivals do battle as West Holmes visits Waynedale. We'll talk with both head coaches coming up next on the pregame show. Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Join us at Keim Home Center in Charm for Customer Appreciation Days, April 7th through 12th. We're celebrating our customers all week long with giveaways, gift card drawings, woodworking demonstrations, and refreshments. Save 10% on appliances, lawn and garden tools, housewares, and so much more. Don't miss our free pancake and sausage breakfast Friday and Saturday morning. Visit keimhome.com or follow us on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 7th through 12th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Other guys insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Inside the Dugout is being brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
Jake Sidle here with Golden Bears head coach Lucas Doherty. Coach, we haven't seen you with WKLM since the state semifinal game last year. I know a hard way to end your season, but on the positive side of this year, you got a lot of guys coming back that have been on that team.
Yeah, definitely. I think early season here, we're just excited to be back out on the field. A lot of returning players, but we've also got quite a few guys stepping into new roles. And, the baseball season, I think a lot of times, obviously we want to win every game, but it's also developing players, learning how to play together, just doing things on, the varsity level the right way.
And Coach, you play in a gauntlet of a conference in the Wayne County League that had two teams representing in Akron a season ago. What's it mean to you to have that kind of competition and then also have some of these tough non-conference games?
Yeah, we definitely value, having a tough schedule, and it helps that our league is very competitive. pretty much top to bottom, and the top of the league is, oftentimes sending a team to state at the end of the year. So having that type of schedule, I think, really helps prepare us for the postseason. And then we try to make our weekend matchups, like the one today, tough and challenging to where, we have to play good baseball if we want to win the game.
Coach, what are you kind of expecting to see out of West Holmes today?
I know that they've got a lot of talented players back as well, and they play in a tough league in their own right. So definitely expecting a good team and a good challenge and a good game of baseball.
Who you got on the mound today, Coach?
Cameron Miller, sophomore. So excited to get him a start out here and compete against a good team and see what he can do.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. More to come on the pregame show here on WKLM.
Viker Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They're locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Firestone Farm Tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone Farm Tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
At Mac Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mac Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mac Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Jake Solomon here with Knights head coach Wyatt Miller. Coach, you're out at Waynedale today after a tough series in the OCC. But again, big competition. How much does it mean for the development of your team to be playing this tough competition early in the season?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, this is why we make the schedule that we make. I mean, obviously in the OCC, every game's going to be a tough one. We talked about that earlier this week, but obviously coming out here to see a really good Waynedale team is another step up as well. So, the guys are ready. They have to be able to handle those two losses that we had against Lex and come out ready to compete again today.
Coach, this Waynedale team, 2 state titles in 3 years. They were in the state semifinals a year ago. They got the Koblenz kid back and a few other pieces from that team that lost to Heath last year. What are you kind of expecting to see from them?
They're going to be solid. I mean, we expect everything out of them. I mean, they, like you said, they have those guys returning. I know they have a couple younger guys stepping into some big roles too. So they're going to be there and they're going to bring it. And we have to do the same thing to be able to go out here and compete with them.
Coach, what do you want to see your guys improve on today over the last few days?
Just the small stuff. I mean, it is the small stuff that lost us those last 2 games. You know, we have to be able to get bunts down when we want to bunt the ball. We have to make the plays behind our pitchers, and our pitchers have to be more aggressive, and they have to go right after guys and have a little less walks. You know, if we do those 3 things, we're a great baseball team. You know, right now I feel like we're a good baseball team, and we're just those couple small things away from being a great baseball team. So if we can do those 3 things today and carry it into the weekend, you know, I'll feel pretty good about our first week.
Coach, who you got on the mound today?
So tonight we're starting Carson Tanner. His first start, you know, he came into relief there Tuesday night against Lex and did pretty decent, and we kept him under the pitch count, you know, specifically to throw him tonight. So we're looking forward to what Carson has for the Golden Bears tonight.
Well, Coach, good luck. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it, Jake.
Stay tuned. More to come on the pregame show here on WKLM.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977 and is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year. Stop in for these great savings all this week at Rody's IGA. Get sherbet or selected country-made ice cream for $6.98, grape or strawberry Smucker's Uncrustables for $8.98, Prego pasta sauce for $3.58, Mazola corn oil for $11.98, 4 to 6 count Charmin bath tissue or Bounty paper towels for $12.98, Downy fabric softener for $13.98, and Purex liquid detergent for $9.98. Plus, download your digital coupon for crazy low price on selected items Thursday through Sunday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help managing a chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our
Waynedale folks, pardon the technical difficulties. We'll go ahead and get you the starting lineups for today's ball game. Jake Sidle and Bill Pim with you as today's starting lineups are brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. As spring construction and tree planting projects begin, please remember to know what's below and call before you dig. Call 811 so within 48 hours, utilities can mark where underground service lines are located to keep you safe. First for the visiting West Holmes Knights, they'll line up like this. Leading off at shortstop will be Brock Gallion. Carson Tanner's the pitcher, batting second. Manny Camacho bats third at first base. Cooper Booth in right field's a cleanup hitter. Logan Zollers in left field bats fifth. Jefferson Yoder bats sixth and doing the catching today. Morgan Smith batting seventh at third base. Ben Tanner eighth at second base. And Colson Tenney's in center field to round out the bottom of the lineup, as climbing in here is going to be Brock Gallion, the shortstop. He'll bat right-handed against the pitcher Cameron Miller for the Golden Bears. As today's first pitch, brought to you by MRV Siding Supply, where they have quality products like Provia Decorative Siding, windows, doors, Provia Manufactured Stone, and accessories. As he'll rope that one down the third base line, it's a fair ball. Gallion rounding set first. He's going for two, and he'll be in with a leadoff stand-up double. Again, that first pitch brought to you by MRV Siding Supply.
We've certainly seen that this year, him hitting that first pitch and just ripping it. What a start for the Knights.
That'll bring up Carson Tanner. Cameron Miller's on the mound for the Golden Bears to start things off. Brock Reifsnyder's the catcher. Logan Troyer at first, Shane Koblenz at second, Jordan Miller at short, Braden Steiner at third. Jaden Schleball's in left, Josh Yoder in center, and Hudson Barkman, the right fielder. The starting lineups have been brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. With the arrival of spring, we often experience storms of high winds and lightning. Remember, you can report a power outage through their mobile app, Smart Hub, as there's a called first strike there to Carson Tanner. You can also text 5050 and view over their outage map at hwecoop.com. Remember, never go near a down power line, as the 0-1 caught in the inside corner. Now 0-2 the count to Carson Tanner. Jake Sidle and Bill Pim with you. Brogan Steimel's back at WKLM Sports Central. As Miller comes set, here's the pitch. That one swung on, lifted in the air, right field. Barkman in right field coming in will make the catch, and there's one gone. Tagging and then hanging back to second base is going to be Gallion. So that'll bring up Manny Camacho.
Certainly a big out there for the Bears. Carson hitting .571 in the season. And this guy right here has been ripping the ball as well.
Batting .583 on the young campaign. He bats left-handed against the righty Miller. Miller checks second, fires. That one swung on and lifted high in the air to center field. Yoder's underneath it, makes the catch, tagging, and now heading back to second base is Gallion. And there's two gone in the inning off two fly balls.
You almost would like to see Gallion tag on that first fly ball down the right field line, give that a shot, because then he would have scored on that fly ball by Camacho, and you'd be up 1-0. Little things like that, are a difference in the game.
Cooper Booth climbs in left-handed. Righty-lefty matchup, 2 down. The first pitch is outside for ball 1-1-0. Booth on the season batting .273. He does have 3 driven in so far this year. As here's the 1-0. Swung on, lifted in the air towards the gap in center field. Diving and unable to make the catch there is going to be Yoder. Oh, no, did he make the catch? I guess I couldn't see. There was never a signal given by our umpire until Gallion was halfway around third. But it goes down as an out, and we'll take a timeout and be back on WKLM.
This is Emily Shealy of Berga Insurance.
3, please.
Farm ownership is a huge investment. Protect your investment with the right insurance policy. I proudly
Is our audio back through the stream?
A company that has been insuring farms since 1879.
Our audio is going through the stream. Okay, Brogan, our audio is going through the stream. If you want to go back to that, or we can stay on the phone. Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience. Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday.
Time for the home half of the first inning. Jake Sidle and Bill Pim with you. Huge shout out to our producer Jaron today, who's doing everything he can to make sure we stay on the air as that pitch is up high to Shane Koblenz from Carson Tanner. Tanner making his first start on the season. Meanwhile, Shane Koblenz is batting .375 on the young campaign. So the next pitch called a ball, now 1 ball and a strike. Of course, Shane, the cousin of the Koblenz twins over at Highland, and they'll get to play against each other tomorrow on the turf at Lehman Field as that one swung on and fouled off. And now 2 balls and a strike is the count. Tanner rocks and fires as that one swung on and missed, and leaving the count at 2-2. Tanner, again, his second appearance, first start of the season. He's worked 2 2/3. He's given up 4 runs, only 1 earned on 3 hits, has an ERA of .263. That one swung on and missed in the dirt. The tag is applied, and there's 1 down.
2 breaking balls there seem to have Koblenz fooled. First down, that good pitching there by Carson Tanner.
That'll improve the strikeouts per 7 innings stats for Tanner as he's came into this game averaging 10.5 strikeouts per 7 innings. Tristan Franks will climb in, the left-handed DH. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to him, down low and all the way to the screen, 1-0. Franks on the season, batting .625. He's 5 for 8 with 3 ribbies and a double on the campaign. As Tanner rocks and fires his 1-0 up high, now 2-0 the count. So 2 balls, no strikes here. 1 down in the bottom of the second inning. First inning. So there's a called strike at the knees. Now 2 balls and a strike the count. Natural grass field here at Waynedale. Grass down the first and third base lines. As that one swung on and fouled back, and we'll leave the count at 2-2. Dirt from first around to third. And a little bit of a shorter porch down the right field line, Coach. So it turns into a triangle down in the corners. That one is swung on and missed. Yoder held on to it for the out, and there's 2 gone, both via the forwards K.
Absolutely. That breaking ball's just dropping straight down. The Golden Bears are swinging over top of it.
That'll bring up Cameron Miller. Can't read my own handwriting. Bats right-handed, righty-righty matchup. First pitch to him is up high for ball 1, averaging .250 so far in 3 games. 2 for 8 with a double, 2 runs driven in and a run scored. Righty-righty matchup as the 1-0 down low. Now 2-0. Join Keim Home Center for Customer Appreciation Days, April 7th through 12th. They're celebrating their customers all week long with giveaways. As that one is swung on and fouled out of play. And we'll do it now at 2-1.
Miller helped him out there. That was a 2-0 ball that was down near his ankles. He swung and fouled it off.
So you can save 10% on appliances, lawn and garden tools, and housewares as that one's dribbled towards third. Unable to grab it is Smith, and it'll end up being safe on an error with 1 out for Miller. Again, don't miss the free pancake and sausage breakfast Friday and Saturday morning at Keim Home Center. So an E5 will put a runner on first for Jaden Schlaball the left fielder. Well, Matt right-handed.
You play a team like Waynedale with the success they've had, you have to make all the plays. You know, you can't give them extra at-bats. Tanner's throwing really well. You'd like to see him go the distance today, but, you know, by having errors and walks and things like that, then you're just adding pitches to your pitch count.
That one runs outside. Schlabel on the season, a 400 hitter, 2 for 5. Tanner checks on that runner. Now he's going to make the throw to first, and back with a dive there is going to be Miller. His throw goes to first, gets away from Camacho as it's bounced in there, and Miller's advancing up the base path with 2 errors here in the first. That time a throwing error on the pitcher Tanner. So here comes the 1-0 pitch. Down low. Now 2-0 the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, a runner on second. Tanner looks
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
If you're West Holmes, you have to match that intensity as a team. You got to be loud too. You got to play with confidence. You can't be intimidated by the success that Waynedale's had.
So an 0-2 count as Tanner checks at second. Now fires home into the dirt for ball one. Good block there by Jefferson Yoder behind the dish to keep it in front of him.
Excellent block.
So a ball and 2 strikes. Tanner takes a long look in now, checks at second. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing, held it up. Ball gets past Yoder that time. And on the wild pitch, we'll see Reifschneider move to third. So a big insurance run now, 90 feet from home with only one down. Smith pinching in towards the cusp of the infield grass.
Middle infielder is back.
It's the 2-2. Called strike 3 on the inside corner.
Big strikeout there.
Third strikeout for Tanner, and that'll bring up Josh Yoder, the center fielder. Yoder 1 for 7 on the season with a walk and a strikeout.
So if you're Tanner, you have to think, this is the guy I want to get right here, the 9-hitter, hitting 143 on the season. I don't want to see Koblenz at the top of the order.
So he'll take a first strike. 0-1. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Golden Bears.
If he can throw that first pitch as a curveball for a strike, he can be pretty darn good.
As Tanner fires, that one swung on, chopped towards third. Smith has it, throws and gloved by Camacho to retire the side. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and the Golden Bears strand one as we move to the top of the third inning. 1-0 Waynedale here on WKLM. Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
The 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Knights as Colston Tenney will lead things off. Tenney on the season, 2 for 12. He'll bat left-handed. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch to him's outside for ball 1-1-0. Jake Sidle and Bill Pim with you. Brogan Stimels back at WKLM Sports Central. Great to have you along with us here in Apple Creek as that one is fouled off. Now 1-1 the count.
I sound like a broken record this year, but once again, Tenney's job is to get on base, especially leading off the third inning with those hitters coming up behind him, starting with Brock Gallion.
It's the 1-1. Outside now, 2 balls and a strike. And you look at the banner out in center field. There's ball 3, now 3-1. You got the 2016 state runner-up banner. Of course, that was when they lost to the Highland Hawks. 2022, 2023 state champions and state Final Four last year. They're hoping to get back to Canal Park this year as there's strike 2 on the outside corner. And the count runs full. And this is a good litmus test, I think, for the Knights, Bill.
Absolutely.
It's a payoff. Swung on, fouled off, and we'll do it again.
That 2016 game when you said they lost to Highland in the state finals, they actually beat Clear Fork in the semifinals in extra innings. Big rally, I believe, in the 7th inning to tie it. I was at that game. That'd be Coach McDowell, who's now at Triway.
It's a 3-2. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do it again. That was a year there was a lot of local talent at Canal Park in Akron, if I remember correctly.
That was actually down in Columbus. Yeah, it was in Columbus.
Has the pitch in the dirt. Did it get a piece of his foot? No, but it's ball 4 anyway, and that's going to be the first walk issued by Miller.
When I took the West Holmes job in 2015, one of my first calls I made was to Justin McDowell. He had just come out of college and got his certificate. He was actually one of my substitute teachers at Triway for me when I would be missing. He was my favorite substitute teacher, and I gave the call and I said, "Hey, you want to be on my staff?" And he said, "I just took the head job at Waynedale." I didn't know that, so we've had quite a rivalry, he and I, and now it's continued with Coach Miller.
That one runs low, ball 1.
Lately, the Knights have had the better of the Titans. And that will be a big game to circle later on in the year.
Of course, Triway, they've had some upgrades to Blaine and Sean Carmichael Field as on to first, and back with a dive there is Tenney.
Absolutely.
They built the new
new third base dugout, putting in a press box, and the new fence and the turf infield up at Triway, as that one is swung on and fouled off. Now 1-1.
Leveled the outfield, replanted it all. Put brand new fence all the way around. It's really, really nice.
And, of course, the softball field over there as well, full lead turf.
Which is beyond the right field fence. So
speaking of turf, Waynedale will have their game tomorrow at Highland, as there's called strike 2. Golden Bears and Hawks will be doing battle at Lehman Field tomorrow. Matt Croy and John Monagold have the call on that one for you right here on WKLM and the WKLM YouTube channel.
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
Tenney did get on base like we said.
As there's called strike 3 to Gallion.
That's a big strikeout. Got him on 2 breaking balls.
That'll bring up Carson Tanner. He gave a ball to ride to right field his last time up. Righty-righty matchup, a runner on first, and now one down here. Knights trailing 1-0. Of course, the Knights 1-2 on the season, as there's a called strike to Tanner. A non-conference win against Riverview last Saturday, and 2 losses to Lexington in some very odd games. We'll talk more about those here in just a moment. As Miller looks in, now rocks, fires, runner goes. Here's the throw to second, high throw, and a good thing the shortstop Miller there to back it up. So he keeps it from going into the outfield. But now Tenney gets himself into scoring position with a stolen base.
I wasn't sure how fast he was, but pretty quick down the line there.
I believe that's going to be his first steal of the season, and yes, it is. The Knights, as a team, 3 of 4 on the base paths this season. There's called strike 2 to Tanner.
Well, I've said it a lot this year. You throw this kid anything near the plate, he's going to hit it. Really, really good high school hitter.
So 1-2. Swung on, ground ball towards third. Fielder there by Steiner. Looks the runner back, throws across the diamond in time, and there's 2 gone. That'll bring up Manny Camacho. He also gave a ball a ride in the first inning to center field. Camacho so far this season tied for the team lead with 4 runs driven in, as he'll hammer that one to center field. Going back is Yoder, and he will make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and the Knights strand 1 as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's still 1-0 Waynedale here on WKLM.
Stop in for these great savings all this week at Rudy's IGA. Get sherbet or selected country-made ice cream for $6.98. Grape or strawberry Smucker's Uncrustables for $8.98. Pregame pasta sauce for $3.58. Mazola corn oil for $11.98. 4 to 6 count Charmin bath tissue or Bounty paper towels for $12.98. Downy fabric softener for $13.98. And Purex liquid detergent for $9.98. Plus, download your digital coupon for crazy low price on selected items Thursday through Sunday at Rudy's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help managing a chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In his first time up, takes the first pitch down low for ball 1-1-0.
This is a big inning for the Knights to get through the heart of the Golden Bear lineup, top 4. 375, 625, 250, and 400. That's your first 4 hitters.
Tanner rocks and fires up high. And now 2-0 the count here to Koblenz, who again coming into this ball game batting .375 with 2 driven in.
At least average-wise, the top 4 are the 4 you want to get through.
That pitch outside now, 3-0 the count to Koblenz. Golden Bears in their home whites trimmed in golden brown today. West Holmes in their road reds as there's a called strike at the knees. Now 3-1 the count.
Get nice uniforms.
A good uniform matchup today. So 3-1. That one swung on, lifted in the air, right field, and it is a foul ball down the line. Thought he was going to get it down that line. Getting a little bit of a shorter fence down the right field line.
We talked about, you and I, Lexington's uniforms a couple nights ago, how nice they were. Well, you didn't see them last night. They were all white and purple and gold outline. Yeah, really nice looking uniforms.
I think those were the ones they were supposed to wear on Wednesday when we were good to go until 5 minutes before first pitch and the storms came in. So the pitch swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again at a full count.
Looks like these uniforms are Wilson tops and Nike bottoms, so kind of a match of 2 different companies there in the uniform, but they certainly look good for Waynedale. White batting helmets.
As the payoff from Tanner is swung on, popped up on the infield. Camacho going to call off Ben Tanner, and he'll make the catch about 7 feet above the ground. And there's one gone.
Nice comeback by Tanner there. He was down 3-0 to the leadoff hitter. You don't want to walk the leadoff hitter for Waynedale with those hitters coming behind him, so it was a good job of battling back.
That'll bring up Tristan Franks, the DHO, for 1. And I don't know if you've seen it, but Franks has a classic baseball mustache. One you'd see on an old-fashioned baseball card. He takes the first pitch inside there for ball 1-1-0.
Yeah. It's a good look. When you're hitting 625, you can have any kind of mustache you want. 625 is pretty darn good.
That's the next pitch. Called a strike now, 1-1. What was your facial hair policy when you were coaching?
At Triway, they weren't allowed to have any, and at West Holmes, they told me that those rules are archaic.
So 1-1. That one swung on, ground ball toward short. Gallion swallows it up, throws to Manny Camacho at first, and there's 2 gone.
It's funny you asked that because during my interview, I asked that question, can I make kids cut their hair and shave? And I was told that that's not the way it is anymore. I swallowed hard on that, though,
Well, the first time Scott Wharton saw me with a beard outside of high school, he told me to go shave. That brings up Cameron Miller. First pitch to him right down Broadway for strike 1. He reached on an error, came around to score on maybe the weirdest infield single you'll ever see.
Ever.
As Tanner rocks and fires. That one swung on, lifted into the air to center field. Tenney has it go off his glove, and he'll be safe. They try to triangulate that one in shallow right center. Tenney thought he had, and I think it went off his glove, and that'll be an E8.
Are you the official score tonight, or am I?
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. Okay. I'll let you be official scorer tonight.
I'm official scorer tonight.
I was last time. I agree. Should have been caught.
That'll bring up Jaden Schlaball. He had that infield RBI single. 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Golden Bears.
Same thing that happened in the first inning. We had the first 2 batters out, and then we had an error, and he ended up scoring. You can't have errors against this Waynedale team. They'll kill you.
As Tanner checks on first, now fires home. Right down Broadway for strike 1, 0-1.
Breaking ball, first pitch for a strike. Yep.
The Kilbeck Savings Bank proudly supports the local youth and hopes you knock it out of the park, celebrating 125 years of serving the community as the 0-1's up high. Now 1-1 the count. Decent lead there at first by Miller.
Well, if you remember last time, he advanced to second on a throwing error by the pitcher.
The next pitch. Low and inside. Now 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, a runner at first. Golden Bears looking to keep the inning alive as that one is swung on, lifted high in the air. Right center field. The right fielder Booth coming in, and cutting in front of him there was Tenney, but I think it was Booth that made the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 is left stranded. We've played 3 innings, and the teams have combined for 6 stranded batters. We'll be back on WKLM.
Hi, this is Corey with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
Thanks, Brogan.
Well, Copper Free Hardware is back with a lifetime mechanical warranty.
Lead things off, batting left-handed. So he takes the first pitch outside for a ball 1-1-0. Middle of the order due up. Booth 0 for 1. Flew out to center field his first time up. And, folks, I will want to let you know the video stream back up and running on our YouTube channel. As that one swung on and missed. Now 1-1 the count to Booth. So, again, we apologize for the technical difficulties, but thank you for joining us here on WKLM. Cameron Miller rocks and fires. That one bounced in there. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Booth started off the season strong down at Riverview a week ago Saturday. That one is swung on, lifted in the air, left side. That ball is going to get out of play. And we'll do it now at 2-2.
You'd have to think if he doesn't pitch tonight that he would be up tomorrow for the Minerva game. Cooper would be the pitcher.
And if you haven't heard, both the Minerva, the West Holmes JV and varsity game will both be at Minerva tomorrow on the turf. As the 2-2 just a bit outside, and the count runs full.
They have a really nice facility over there at Minerva. We played there in the districts and got beat.
It's the payoff. Bounced in there for ball 4. That'll be the second walk surrendered by Miller. As we lead off the 4th inning.
Do you realize this is the 4th inning and West Holmes has had the leadoff batter on each inning and has yet to score?
We've had a double and a single to start an inning and now 2 walks. So that'll bring up Logan Zollers. He had that single to start the second. Cooper Booth does have some speed at first. Wonder if we might see him get a chance to show it here, as that one's high for ball 1-1-0. Stop in for weekly specials along with a great selection in the deli meat and produce departments for a fresh arrangement of flowers. Check out the Post-Bad Floral Shop. Then before you head out, sign up for a Roadie's Rewards card at Roadie's IGA, as there's a throw to first and Booth back with a dive.
You might see a bunt right here.
The pitch to Zollers. That one is swung on, lifted in the air, right field. Barkman chasing after it. It'll drop a foul ball.
Of course, the way Zollers is starting to hit the ball, maybe you don't want to take the bat out of his hand with the bunt. He really has been tattooing the ball. 2 hits last night.
So a 1-1 count, not bad for a guy that took a few years off baseball. Miller rocks and fires. That one swung on, lifted in the air, center field, and making the catch going to be Josh Yoder as he came in to get it. And there's one gone.
I tell you, that ball was tattooed. Wow.
And maybe we do need to get a few of those torpedo bats in for the Knights. I saw there's a Easton training bat from the 90s that looks very suspiciously like the torpedo bats the New York Yankees have been using.
Interesting.
Jefferson Yoder won't get a pitch there as it throws to first, and Booth is back with a dive. Yoder also gave a ball to ride to center field in that in the second inning. That's right-handed the pitch to him. That one swung on, lifted in the air, and fouled out of play. So an 0-1 count here to Yoder. Yoder moving up a spot in the lineup. We heard Coach say if he keeps getting on base the way he's been getting on base, we could see that. So here's the 0-1 inside, now 1-1.
He certainly doesn't get cheated when he swings either.
You know, those catchers, they get a lot of walks. I mean, you look at Carlos Santana. For years, he was leading Major League Baseball in the walks category or in the top 5. And there's a throw to first, and they're going to pick off Booth. Caught Booth sleeping, and they'll get the tag on the head. That's a caught stealing 1-3. So now the base is empty with 2 down and a 1-1 count here to Yoder as the pitch. Inside now, 2-1 the count. A great crowd on hand here today at Waynedale. Miller rocks and fires outside. Now 3-1 the count.
Well, we've said it. You can't make those mistakes if you want to beat Waynedale. Waynedale's not going to make those mistakes. They're not going to get picked off. They're not going to have errors. They're just too good.
It's a 3-1. Up high for ball 4. And Jefferson Yoder will get aboard with a 2-out walk. Third walk surrendered by Miller, and that'll bring up Morgan Smith, who struck out his first time up.
Yeah, you don't get picked off, then now you're sitting first and second with 1 out. Big difference.
I think Booth just wasn't expecting a throw, and you know, if you might have seen the throw coming, I'm surprised we didn't see him try to force a mistake and a run down. As there's a called strike to Smith, 0-1. Miller checks on that runner at first. Now fires. That one swung on and fouled out of play on the right-hand side. Now 0-2 to the right-handed hitting third baseman. Miller gets the signs from Reif Snyder behind the plate. Now comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, tipped, and unable to hold on to it was the catcher. Reif Snyder will do it again at 0-2. Cameron Miller gets the signs. Down comes set. Here's the righty's 0-2 offering. Swung on and found out a play on the right-hand side again, and Smith doing his best to kind of battle here.
Really, everything he's hit this year has gone to the right side.
If he could maybe bloop one down the right field line, there's a long distance between the foul line and the right fielder, Barkman.
Yes, there is.
It's Miller rocks and fires. Here's the pitch. Outside, now 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, a runner on first. Miller kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Smith down swinging for the second time today. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's still 1-0 Waynedale here on WKLM.
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
It's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. Braylon Steiner 0 for 8, flew out to center field his first time up. Carson Tanner out for his fourth inning of work, rocks and fires. That pitch goes low and away for ball 1. Thanks for joining us again here from Waynedale today. For this one between the Knights and the Golden Bears, as that one is swung on. Lifted into center field, coming in is Tenney, dives, can't make the catch. He had a long way to go for that one, and that one's going to bloop in there. And, Coach, I'm calling that one a single.
I agree.
As Steiner picks up his first hit, third hit of the day for the Golden Bears. That'll bring up Jordan Miller, who flew out to right field his first time up. First time the Golden Bears have gotten the leadoff man aboard today. Tanner takes a long look in here to Jefferson Yoder, and now time called by the batter. Again, don't forget, tomorrow we'll have Waynedale as they travel down to Lehman Field in Berlin to take on the Highland Hawks. That's going to be a fun one between two state title hopefuls, as that one hits the throw on to first, hits the runner. Camacho chases it down the line, doesn't get too far away. So Tanner looking in here to Jordan Miller. As he now checks on the runner at first. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, pulls it back. Just a bit off there, and now it's a 1-0 count. So a 1-0 count, nobody out, a runner on first. As Tanner checks on that runner, now comes Set. Here's his 1-0 offering. Shows bunt again, and it hit him. He pulled the bat back in time, and the hit batsman will put 2 on and nobody out.
You know, you're talking about tomorrow Waynedale and Highland playing. You think about, you got West Holmes, you got Waynedale, you got Highland, you got Triway. All 4 of those teams, and they're all in a different conference.
all in a different conference.
You know, those are rivalries.
And I'm not sure if any of them are even in the same division this year with all the divisions changing.
That could be. What if those 4 teams are all in the same league? Throw Garraway in there, you know, why not?
Brock Reifsnyder, time will be called before a pitch can come to him. He doubled his last time up, bats with 2 on and nobody out.
You'd have a hard time probably getting Waynedale to get out of the Wayne County League.
There's a called strike, 0-1.
That leg's been around, I'm going to say Triway left about 71 or so when Hillsdale came in. Triway has regretted that since.
Well, that being said, Triway's had success in the Pac-7. You know, you think about the old Mohican Athletic Conference.
Correct.
You had Orville and West Holmes, Triway, Black River. There's a called strike now, 0-2 the count.
Our junior high used to play in the Wayne County League, you know, much to the dismay of the other teams in the Wayne County League. They think they had a petition to vote us out, but, you know, as opposed to our kids having to drive, you know, go to Manchester or who knows where.
As Rife Snyder going to run out, and we had a time call. Yoder went to talk to his pitcher, and Rife Snyder went to talk to Lucas Doherty, the skipper for the Golden Bears.
That would be a heck of a league. I don't know what we call it, but give that some thought. Maybe next game you come up with a name for me.
I'll have to think about it. Tanner takes a look in. Now comes set. As fake the move to home and then turns, fakes and moves to second. Tanner never got rid of the ball. Good job that we stopped his kick before he started any forward momentum. Tanner checks second again. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Rife Snyder down swinging. That is strikeout number 4 by Carson Tanner today, and there's one gone.
Had some gas on that pitch. Just threw it right by him.
Logan Troyer will come to the plate now. He struck out looking his first time up.
You would have thought maybe Waynedale would have bunted there with Rife Snyder hasn't had a hit all year. Only had 0 for 3. They chose to let him swing.
That one's fouled off by Troyer, 0-1. It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Holmes Ready Mix offers ready mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of Mason and concrete products. Call today for prices and delivery options of ready mix concrete at 674-0865 or sand and gravel at 674-8121. As Tanner comes set, here's the 0-1. Fakes the move to second. They got him in a rundown. Throw to third. They'll get the tag on there. And Rife Snyder will run himself out there, put it down as a 1-5 caught stealing.
That looked like the Guardians game a few games ago.
Almost right down to the collision at third base.
He's got that move where you think he's coming home, but he's actually, he kicks that front leg and actually went and got the run around.
Miller will advance to second on that. So 1 checked his swing, called a strike anyway, now 0-2. Does that go down to the stolen base or just an advancement there, Coach?
The guy that went from first to second?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question. I guess it's a stolen base.
As Tanner checks on the runner at second, now fires home the 0-2.
He's throwing hard.
Inside, now 1-2 the count. He's got that almost crooked ball cap on out there on the mound today. Maybe it's just from throwing back and get a few extra miles an hour there as he'll step off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, a runner on second base. It's a 1-0 lead for Waynedale here, bottom of the 4th inning. Tanner takes a long look in. Now comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Downstairs, and the deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 gone.
If Tanner can get this kid, that would be 8 at-bats in a row where we've had 1 runner stranded.
Tanner?
For what that's worth.
They're building a picket fence in the left-on base category today. Not so much the scoreboard.
That's a great line.
The pitch swung on, ground ball, and almost getting it there is Tanner. It'll get all the way to Ben Tanner, and he'll throw on to first in time, and that will retire the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left stranded. We move to the top of the 5th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Golden Bears here on WKLM.
Join us at Keim Home Center in Charm for Customer Appreciation Days, April 7th through 12th. We're celebrating our customers all week long with giveaways, gift card drawings, woodworking demonstrations, and refreshments. Save 10% on appliances, lawn and garden tools, housewares, and so much more. Don't miss our free pancake and sausage breakfast Friday and Saturday morning. Visit keimhome.com or follow us on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 7th through 12th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Working together.
Tanner takes a pitch inside to lead off the top of the fifth inning against Cameron Miller. Jake Sidle and Bill Pim with you. Brogan Steimel back at WKLM Sports Central. As the 1-0, that one swung on, lifted up in the air right side, and that will be caught by the first baseman Logan Troyer in foul ground, and there's one gone.
That's not one of Ben Tanner's better at bats. You're sitting 1 ball, no strikes. You're just trying to get on and you swinging the ball over your head. You know, that's you'd like to think that's youth, but you also got to talk to him. Your job right now is to get on base.
Colson Tenney walked his first time up and stole a base and was stranded on second. He bats left-handed, righty-lefty matchup as the pitch outside for ball 1-1-0. Both our pitchers today have been, pretty efficient. So far, only 5 base runners for the Knights. So that one's outside now, 2-0. And also 5 base runners for the Golden Bears.
That's 4 balls in a row. I'm calling the one
that one inside now, 3-0 the count.
Calling the one that Tanner swung at a ball, so that's 5 balls in a row. So if you're the Knights, you got to just be patient up there and look at pitches now. Make the kid throw strikes to you.
Miller takes a look in now, rocks and fires. Called strike on the inside half of the plate now. 3 balls and a strike the count. 1 down, base is empty here, top of the 5th inning.
Tenney still can be patient right here and make sure you get your pitch.
Miller rocks and fires inside for ball 4.
Good at bat.
So Tenney will walk for the second time today, and that'll hand it over to the top of the order for Brock Gallion, who's 1 for 2, a double and a strikeout.
Tenney stole second base last time he was on.
The Killbuck Savings Bank proudly supports the local youth and hopes you all knock it out of the park, celebrating 125 years of serving the community. Cameron Miller rocks and fires at the knees to Brock Gallion for a strike, 0-1. 1 on, 1 out. It's a 1-0 lead for the Golden Bears as Miller checks second. Now we'll throw to first. I should say he looked at first, but he looked over his right shoulder there. Back is going to be Tenney.
I tell you, it's a long way to the fence over there. That ball gets by the first baseman. You might be thinking of getting to third base.
Miller rocks and fires. There's called strike 2. Got him at the knees again.
2 great pitches. He's really struggling, and then he comes up to one of the best hitters on the Knights lineup, and he throws him 2 great pitches, both at the knees. Second one's a breaking ball.
It's a throw to first. Tenney, who was only about 3 steps off the bag, dives back safely.
He was 3 steps off the bag when he stole the base. He's just getting a real good jump.
Not getting a big lead as the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Came at him with the high heat there, and Gallion came up empty. Second strikeout for Gallion on the day. That's 5 by Miller so far, as Carson Tanner is 0 for 2, a fly out to right and a ground out to third base today. Well, this is not exactly the guy you want up in this position if you are the Golden Bears, as that pitch inside for ball 1-1-0.
Well, you want to be a real hero, hit a home run here. Then you go up 2-1 and finish the game out on the mound. That would probably get you the player of the game, wouldn't it?
So the runner goes, swung on and fouled off. We'll do it now at 1-1.
Do we have a player of the game this game? Or did you say we
not
don't have
this
one?
game. We got the play of the game, which we're still watching out for that one. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll tell you what our play of the game is.
Okay. Right now, I'd put that catch that center fielder made it for Waynedale up there pretty high. There've been some other good plays as well.
Miller checks on that runner at first, now fires. Must have been outside there. From where we're sitting, it's a little harder to see the exact positioning of where that pitch is.
Yeah.
Miller rocks and fires. That one swung on and missed. Runner goes. Great throw. And they're going to get Tenney that time. He's caught stealing. 2-6 to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and for the first time today, nobody left as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 1-0 Waynedale here on WKLM. 3, please.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Fikert Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They're locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Firestone Farm Tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone Farm Tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg.
In order to lead things off here, so we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Carson Tanner back out for his 5th inning of work. It's a 1-0 lead for the Waynedale Golden Bears as that one swung on and fouled back 0-1. Jake Sidle and Bill Pym with you. Happy to be with you from our under our tent here in Apple Creek, as that one's grounded to Tanner at second. He'll throw to Camacho at first in time, and there's one gone. Top of the order now for Shane Koblenz, who's 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging and a pop-up to first base. He'll bat right-handed. Righty-righty matchup as the pitch. Right down Broadway for strike one. Of course, Koblenz a season ago, a big part of that Golden Bears run through the tournament to get to the state semifinal. It's the 0-1 inside, now 1-1. So I believe he pitched.
See, he's a pitcher, ain't
he? He is a pitcher. He pitched in, it was either the regional championship or regional semifinal at Medina High School last year. As that one is down low now, 2 balls and a strike.
Would be one of the top pitchers in the area this year, I would think, right?
Well, I was a little upset we didn't get to see him throw today because he definitely is one of the best arms in Wayne County this year, as the next pitch swung on, chopped foul at the dish, and got a piece of his foot, so we'll do it at 2-2.
Waynedale always has good pitchers. I mean, you don't see their ace, the second guy. You know, last time I was coaching, we played in the Sean Carmichael Classic, and I think we saw their 3 pitcher, and he was a stud.
As Tanner kicks and fires the 2-2. A bit high, now 3-2 the count.
Of course, they had the Varner kid that year that he was in the 90s, I believe. They brought him in to close the game out against us.
You've told that story a few times, Coach.
I haven't forgotten it.
So here comes the payoff pitch before it's made. Time is called.
Like I say, they were good back then. That was 2021, I believe. You can't make mistakes against Waynedale. You just can't.
It's a payoff. That one swung on, lifted in the air, center field. Racing in is Tenney, but actually going out, it's Ben Tanner, the second baseman. He can't make the catch. It'll be a single. So a bloop single.
You know, you just think back to that first inning. Gallion leads off with a double, and then Booth hits that shot that the center fielder dives and catches. Waynedale gets their run because the ball hits the coach's box and goes sideways fair. It's a stupid game.
Tristan Franks over to a strikeout and a ground out. Now bats with 1 down and 1 on. He bats left-handed, righty-lefty. Throw goes to first, and back with a dive there is Shane Koblenz.
I'm just sitting here watching Carson pitch today. Man, he looks sharp. You're a high school team with him and Manny Camacho. That's 2 pretty good pitchers.
Well, then you look at Cooper Booth.
Absolutely. Look what he did last Saturday.
As here's the pitch to Franks. Called a strike on the inside corner, now 0-1.
This is a good lineup you're facing. These are good hitters. These Waynedale kids, they got their own facility out there, baseball facility. They hit year-round. I mean, you know, and you're getting them out.
Tanner takes a look in. Now fires, runner goes. It's bounced in front, and Yoder doesn't have a play. They appeal to see if he went around. He did not. It's a 1-1 count. So that's a good jump there by Shane Koblenz to get into scoring position, and that's a big insurance run standing out at second. So now time called. Jefferson Yoder going to go talk to his pitcher. If you get into a collision, make your first call to Finish Line Auto Body, where they have experts in collision repair, and they'll even help with up to $500 of your insurance deductible. Give Brooks a call today at 674-1483.
Do you put the kid who's hitting 625 on to face the kid who's hitting 250 behind him? That's a question you got to ask yourself.
You've gotten him twice today, once striking out and once grounding out. As Tanner checks second, now fires. Swung on, ground ball, foul. Can you call an error on a first base coach not able to grab that one as it's bouncing past him?
Only if it allows his player to get on base.
So 1-2 count.
I notice he certainly isn't standing anywhere near the coaching box. He's pretty far out. This kid to bat.
Tanner checks on that runner at second. Here's his 1-2. Runner goes. Here's the throw to third. Good throw sliding in, and he did not beat the tag.
How about that?
2-5 caught stealing for the third out of the inning. So it was also a strikeout.
Oh.
So a strike him out, throw him out in double play, retires the side. We'll be back on WKLM.
Oh.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
At Mac Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mac Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mac Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
To the top of the 6th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Golden Bears. The Knights will send the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate. Carson Tanner, who was at the dish when Colson Tenney got caught stealing to end the inning, will climb back in right-handed. Righty-righty matchup as Cameron Miller takes a look in.
The only good thing about Tanner getting thrown out, if you want to say there is a good thing, is the fact that Tanner's going to lead off the inning now. So both top and bottom of that inning, the player got thrown out to end the inning. Normally you don't like to see him thrown out at third with 2 outs, except when he took off, there was only 1 out, so you can understand that.
So first pitch to him's bounced in there for ball 1-1-0, and if you're the Knights, you really want Carson Tanner to get on here because you got 2 left-handed batters coming up.
Yeah, this is the inning right here if you're West Holmes.
Wind's blowing out, not very strong as that one's in the dirt. Now 2-0 the count.
And Carson's got to look at the pitcher. You're not trying to hit a ball over the fence. You're just trying to get on base. You got hitters behind you. Pitcher's in the 6th inning now. He's getting a little bit tired.
It's a 2-0.
It's 3-0.
Inside. Now 3-0.
You might even think about looking at 2 pitches here.
So 3-0 count here to Carson Tanner as Miller sets and fires outside for ball 4. He walked him on 4 straight, and that'll bring up Manny Camacho, who's flown out twice to center field today. And we're going to see Lucas Doherty make his way out to the mound, and I think we're going to have a pitching change. We'll take a timeout and come back here on WKLM.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Jordan Miller's going to come out here and pitch for the Golden Bears, and then Cameron Miller will move out to right field. That brought Hudson Barkman back into the dugout, and it looks like it'll be Shane Koblenz moving to short. So Koblenz moves to short. And at second base now is number 7, and that would be Colin McLaughlin.
Well, here we go.
So Manny Camacho is going to come on to face Jordan Miller, making his second appearance, both in relief. He's given up no runs on a hit in 2 innings pitched so far this season. Righty-lefty matchup, his first pitch to Camacho's down low, 0-1.
And he might want to be patient. Sometimes you might want to look at a strike with a new pitcher coming in the game.
As the next one's right down Broadway for strike 1. Now 1-1 to Manny Camacho, who's 0 for 2 flyouts today.
I'll tell you, everything Manny's been hitting's been right on the button. He's not missing the ball at all. It's like it's a beach ball.
Throw to first, and back standing there is Carson Tanner.
One of these balls he's going to hit eventually is going to go in a gap somewhere. And then you're going to have a lot of red running around the bases. Let's hope it's right here.
It's the next pitch. That one swung on, lifted in the air, shallow center, left center, and the left fielder Schlebaum will make the catch, and there's one gone.
Manny reached for that ball. It was a breaking ball down low. Didn't get a good swing on it.
That'll bring up Cooper Booth, 0 for 1 with a walk. He was caught stealing, or I should say picked off first. He wasn't caught stealing. And that was the second out of the 4th inning. It's the first pitch to him. Outside for ball 1, 1-0. Another righty-lefty matchup here. Booth came into this ball game batting .273. He'd driven in 2.
I think Tanner might be running here.
It's a pitch outside now. 2-0 the count to Booth. Outfield shading him towards left. Big gap in right field for him if he can get a hold of one. It's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do it now at 2 balls and a strike.
See, he's sitting 2-0 and you swing at a pitch up, up around your head. You got to be more disciplined than that. He's trying to get Tanner to second base, and a walk obviously gets Tanner to second base.
As Tanner fakes going that time, he holds up. That one's fouled off. We'll do it at 2-2. He just kept himself from having to do his wind sprints there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down.
Pivotal part of the game right here.
Throw to first. Back standing there is going to be Tanner.
As I told you, this is the inning you want to get to him right here.
Miller comes set. Here's the pitch. Bounced it in there, and the count runs full.
That's a good catcher right there. Stop that ball like that. A lot of high school catchers, that ball's back to the screen.
So a payoff pitch on the way here. As Jordan Miller comes set, fires. Low for ball 4.
There we go.
And that'll put runners on first and second, and 1 down for Logan Zollers, who singled and lined out today. Getting some words of encouragement from Wyatt Miller down the third baseline.
His uncle.
Now I wonder if we still might see some movement from Tanner on the base paths here.
You'd rather have him on third than second, that's for sure. But that catcher stopped that ball. Did I mention Waynedale always has good catchers as well?
There's a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Now that seems to go hand in hand with a lot of the good high school programs. They have good pitching and catching.
They always have a good catcher.
The next pitch. That one swung on, line drive, and that's going to drop. Hitting third and coming home, here's Tanner. The throw to the plate is offline and a head first slide. And making his way all the way to third. Now here's a throw to second, and everyone is safe.
Oh, my.
So it's an RBI single that scores Tanner from second. Booth gets to third, and advancing to the throw on to second is Zollers after the RBI single.
Logan Zollers. Boy, he's come out of nowhere the last 2 games. What a hit. And Coach Miller sending him home. The throw's off. Waynedale pitchers backing up the throw. Of course he is, right? Fundamentally sound.
That'll close the book on Cameron Miller. We'll get you that line after the inning. But Jefferson Yoder, who's over 1 with a walk today, infield's going to be playing in here looking for a bunt.
Or cutting the run down on a ground ball.
First baseman Logan Troyer's in. As that one swung on, line drive, base hit, and the Knights have taken the lead.
That's a shot.
An RBI single by Jefferson Yoder will be our Kaufman Realty and Auction play of the game. Kaufman Realty and Auctions, your complete real estate and auction service. Visit their website at kaufmanrealty.com or call 1-888-852-4111.
Pinch hitter.
As Zollers moves to third on that.
14.
And Mike Truex will be hitting here for Morgan Smith.
I'll tell you what, Jefferson Yoder hit that first pitch on a line. It was hit so hard that Zollers couldn't score.
So it's now a 2-1 West Holmes lead here as we're in the top of the 6th inning.
You know what you do is you look on your bench and you take your best bunter and you pinch hit him when you squeeze right here. Don't know if this kid's that kid or not, but...
Runners on the corners, 1 down. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, lifted in the air, deep left field, and that is a foul ball.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The way the West Holmes dugout reacted, I thought that one was gone by a country mile, but it's a foul ball.
Wouldn't that be something?
Believe this is Truex's first at-bat of the season.
It is. Waynedale's probably better off that ball didn't get caught because it would have been a run.
Right now, it's 2-1 off the RBI single by Jefferson Yoder here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 down, runners on the corners. The 0-1 inside, 1-1.
I tell you, he doesn't look like he has any fear.
Miller checks the runners, fires, bounced in there. Now 2 balls and a strike. The count to Truex.
Another great stop. Did I mention Waynedale always has good catchers?
So 2 balls and a strike. Miller getting his signs from Reisnider behind the plate. Now comes set. Here's the pitch. Right down Broadway. Now 2-2 the count. Ben Tanner waits on deck here. Miller checks first, now kicks and fires. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. Truex down on strikes. That'll bring up Ben Tanner 0 for 2 today. A strikeout swinging and a foul pop out to first base to lead off last inning. So 2 outs and runners on the corners. And patience has been the name of the game for the Knights today. Righty-righty matchup, the pitch. Down low for ball 1, 1-0.
If you've got some kind of funky first, third play, you know, to draw a throw over there or get a balk or something, now's the time to use it if you're the Knights. I know we had a couple of them.
It's the 1-0. That one swung on, chopped towards third. Grabbing it is Steiner, throws across the diamond in time, and that will retire the side. But 2 runs come across on 2 hits, no errors in the inning. The Knights leave 2 when we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. West Holmes leading 2-1 here on WKLM.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at mbsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
So long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense.
Hummel Group in Berlin, Mansfield, Newark, or Bill in Worcester, or online at HummelGRP.com.
Cameron Miller to lead things off here as we move to the bottom of the sixth inning. He's 0 for 2. He's reached on 2 errors and scored the lone run for the Golden Bears. Jake Sidle and Bill Pim with you. On an overcast and chilly, but other than that, beautiful evening for baseball in southeastern Wayne County. Tanner rocks and fires to Miller. Down low for ball 1-1-0.
Facing 3-4-5. As we said at the top of the inning, that was the big inning for the Knights. This is the big inning for the Bears as well.
So the 1-0 from Tanner. Swung on, ground ball towards short. Gallion stops it, throws on to first hurriedly, and he'll get it. Good job there by Gallion. He had the ball kind of knocked down in front of him and had to rush the throw, but able to get the out.
Those are the plays you have to make if you want to win. We've been saying that all game against Waynedale. You have to make those plays. Good job by the shortstop.
Jaden Schlaball is 1 for 2 today, an RBI infield single in the first and a fly out to right field. Righty-righty matchup. Carson Tanner rocks and fires. That one swung on and lifted in the air. That'll drop for a bloop single into left center. So Schlaball's second hit of the day will bring up Braylon Steiner, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out with one down here.
He's a good hitter, Schlaball. Hitting 400 on the year before the game, 2 hits, swings about well. Now Carson just has to buckle back down.
Righty-righty matchup, one down, a runner on first base. As Tanner rocks and fires low for ball 1-1-0.
I don't think the Bears will be running here, having gotten thrown out last inning, but you never know. If you had a pinch runner on the bench that could steal a base, it'd be a good time to use it right now.
Tanner gets the signs, the 1-0. That one swung on, lifted in the air, left field, and back, and making the catch there is Logan Zollers. And there's 2 gone. So 2 down. That will give you the line here on Cameron Miller. He goes 5+, gives up 1 run. It was earned on 2 hits while striking out 5 and walking 5. He'd really had a great day. And that got the leadoff walk last inning, and the Knights able to take advantage of that. Kind of like what we saw Lexington do in the top of the 7th inning the other night at West Holmes. Jordan Miller 0 for 1 with a fly out. He's also been hit by a pitch. He'll foul the first pitch he sees off, 0-1.
Pretty good rip by the shortstop there. He was almost swinging for the fence there. Man, that was a good cut. You might want to throw him something off speed. You know, he's right on that fastball.
Tanner comes set. Here's his 0-1. Swung on, fouled off into the third base dugout, and quickly 0-2 here.
Great throw back by the coach. They did throw something off speed there.
So an 0-2 count, runner on second. Tanner comes set. Here's the 0-2 offering. Swung on, back up the middle. Knocked down there by Gallion, but it'll dribble into center field. Gallion made a great play, almost had it knocked down in front of him. Might have had a chance to run to the bag at second, but it'll be a single.
Yeah, I think if he knocks that down, that's an out, which would have been a great play. What an effort.
So runners now on first and second. Coach Wood's going to make a visit out to the mound, and we will have our not pinch hitter here. This is going to be Colin McLaughlin.
Well, Tanner's throwing with as much velocity as he has all game. It's not a matter that he's tired. I mean, he's still bringing it. They're just hitting the ball. He came back with a fastball on that batter right there, and he was. I told you he was right on the first pitch. Maybe, probably wishes he could have come back with a breaking ball again.
So McLaughlin will make his way to the batter's box, seeing his first action of the season.
Pinch hitter for the catcher.
Believe so. He came in, he was playing at second base after all the changes last inning. Tanner checks second. Now they'll make the move there, but no one there to take the throw. Just trying to keep the runner honest there. That one is swung on and missed. 0-1.
McLaughlin.
So an 0-1 count. 2 down, 2 on. Tanner taking a long look in here to Jefferson. Yoder now checks the runner at second. Here's his 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2 the count. And he's going to blame the elbow guard there. He's going to get rid of it. So an 0-2 pitch going to be on its way as Tanner takes a long look in. Now checks on the runner at second. Time going to be called by the batter, McLaughlin. He'll climb back in. Righty-righty matchup. Carson Tanner takes a long look in. Now comes set. Checks the runner at second. His 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. McLaughlin down on strikes, and that will retire the side. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. And the Golden Bears will strand 2 as we move to the top of the 7th inning. West Holmes with a 2-1 lead here on WKLM.
Stop in for these great savings all this week at Rudy's IGA. Get sherbet or selected country-made ice cream for $6.98. Grape or strawberry Smucker's Uncrustables for $8.98. Pregame pasta sauce for $3.58. Mazola corn oil for $11.98. 4 to 6 count Charmin bath tissue or Bounty paper towels for $12.98. Downy fabric softener for $13.98. And Purex liquid detergent for $9.98. Plus, download your digital coupon for crazy low price on selected items Thursday through Sunday at Rudy's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And it's 9-1-2 due up for the Knights As Jordan Miller back out for his second inning of relief work. Colston Tenney, 2 walks on the day and a stolen base. He's also been caught stealing. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to him's in the dirt and to the backstop, 1-0.
Second time he's let off an inning tonight. We sound like a broken record, like saying, if you can get on base, you got your hitters behind you. Don't think Brock Gallion's going to strike out for a third time today. Just don't think he will.
That one runs outside now, 2-0 the count. Whether you need tires or farm tires in service, fully equipped auto service, or semi-truck tires, stop by Millersburg Tire Service on State Route 39 in Millersburg. As that pitch runs high and away, you can also find them at MillersburgTireService.com. In business for over 72 years. So 3 balls and no strikes. Miller comes set, kicks, and fires. Outside. Ball 4. Leadoff walk. Third walk of the day for Tenney. And what do we say back in the third inning when he came to the plate for the first time? If he can get on base, good things happen for the Knights.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas Doherty making his way out to the mound, and I think we're going to have another pitching change. We'll take a timeout and be back on WKLM.
Hi, this is Corey with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
For the Golden Bears, it's going to be Braden Steiner, who's making his first appearance on the mound today. He's going to move from third base to the mound. Cameron Miller going to move back to shortstop, and Shane Koblenz, I believe, going to move to third base is how this defensive change is going to be. So now Logan Troyer's at first, McLaughlin's at second, Jordan Miller at short, Koblenz at third, Schleball's in left, Yoder in center, Cameron Miller's in right, and Tristan Franks, who was the DH, is now catching.
If you could lay down a bunt, drag bunt, and be a great time for it right here.
First pitch to him is down low for ball 1 to Brock Gallion, who's 2 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a double today.
Like we say, you got to be patient. That's 5 straight balls by the Bears pitchers.
A big insurance run standing on first base as Steiner comes set. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing, called a strike anyway. Oh, now 1-1. Getting a little chillier out here in Apple Creek. We're expecting rain showers later this evening. As Steiner takes a long look in, now comes set. Here's the 1-1. Here it comes, shows bunt, we'll put it down. It's going to be a foul ball, and he was in the box. That's a lucky break there by Gallion. He was awfully close to being outside the batter's box when he made contact with that ball, and now 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter.
Good try for sure. He's got enough speed he could beat it out. The Knights have had trouble getting bunts done all year.
Steiner takes a long look in, now comes set. Checks the runner at first, checks again. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gallion strikes out for the 3rd time today, and that'll bring up Carson Tanner, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Tristan Frank's going to run out and have a little chat with his pitcher real quick. And now with 1 down here, Coach, do you maybe still consider the bunt?
Probably not. Not with this kid up.
Tanner looking for his first hit today. All but 2 of the Knights that have batted have made base safely one way or another. So here's the first pitch. That one swung on. Ground ball to short. Up with it is Miller to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. So a fielder's choice. Carson Tanner will be back at first base, but now 2 down, as Colson Tenney goes down 6-4. Now to bring up Manny Camacho. He's one of those 2 Knights that hasn't reached base safely today. Hoping to get something to hit here. He bats right-handed, righty-righty matchup. As Steiner comes set. Here's the pitch. High and away for ball 1, 1-0. Steiner taking a look into Tristan Franks once again. Now comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Now 1-1 the count. 2 down, and Carson Tanner standing on first base at a 2-1 Knights lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Throw to first. Tanner back with a dive. A little bit closer than he probably thought it was going to be. Steiner gets the signs from Franks behind the dish. Now comes set. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and now 1-2 the count. So 2 balls. Or pardon me, 1 ball and 2 strikes rather. Golden Bears trying to get out of the inning so they can have a chance here in the bottom half. Steiner takes a look at first base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Camacho down swinging, and that will retire the side. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 7th, the 2-1 Knights lead here on WKLM.
It's here. The Waynedale Annual Spring Sale is going on now through Saturday. Enjoy huge discounts at their Dover, Cambridge, and Ashland showrooms on everything you need to enhance your home. Garage doors, openers, entry doors, storm doors, windows, and manufactured stone. All on sale. Don't miss out. Visit them Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or stop by Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. The Waynedale Spring Sale. Your perfect home upgrade at the perfect price. That's now through Saturday in Dover, Cambridge, and Ashland.
Are you ready to take the next step toward an exciting future? Buckeye Career Center is still accepting high school applications for next school year. Let us help you discover your passion and prepare for your future.
My name is Andrea Lab, and I'm a double lab student in graphic arts and floral design. Buckeye has given me many hands-on career-related experiences. Without Buckeye, I would not have had the opportunity to obtain an internship in web design.
Spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Whether you're interested in technology, healthcare, or skilled trades, Buckeye Career Center has a program for you. Apply now at BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
$4.98 a pound. $9 a pound. And Roadside GA Marketplace in Millersburg.
Well, there's one down as Logan Troyer flies out on the 0-1 pitch to left field.
Big out. You want to get, you got the 8-9 hitters up leading off. You want to get both of them before you go to the top with Shane Koblenz. But big out there. He came out throwing strikes.
Carson Tanner out for his 7th inning. That brings up Josh Yoder 0 for 2 groundouts. Fouls that pitch off 0-1. Final line on Jordan Miller. He goes an inning plus, giving up 1 earned run on 2 hits while striking out 1 and walking 2. He is the pitcher of record for the Golden Bears. Tanner fires his 0-1. Swung on, fouled off again, and quickly 0-2 to Josh Yoder, the center fielder.
He just rearing back and throwing fastballs right now. Still got a lot of gas for the last inning.
So no balls and 2 strikes here. Bottom of the 7th inning, a 2-1 lead for the West Holmes Knights here at Waynedale. It's the pitch. Swung on, got a piece of it, and gets it out of play to stay alive. So we'll do it again at an 0-2 count.
A real nice pitch with 2 strikes. Breaking ball, had him fooled. Good job by the hitter of fighting it off.
It's Tanner. Comes set, gets the signs from Yoder behind the dish. Here's another 0-2 pitch. Just a bit inside.
Boy, it looked pretty good.
That's a tough one to lay off.
I don't know where that was.
So now a 1-2 pitch on its way from Tanner. Here it comes. Swung on, ground ball towards third. It'll get through. Gallion backhands, but doesn't have a play. A good job by him to back it up there. But that'll be a hustle single for Josh Yoder, who just got it right past Morgan Smith at third. So the tying run standing on first base, and the winning run now at the plate, and Shane Koblenz, who had a bloop single back in the 5th inning. Righty-righty matchup, 1 down, a runner on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tanner takes a look in. As time is called by the batter, Koblenz.
Give Yoder credit. He fought off that curveball, fouled it off, and then he hit another breaking ball in the gap.
As Tanner fires down low. 1-0 the count.
Boy, baseball's a great game, isn't it? You can cut the tension with a knife right now.
Tanner comes set. Here's the 1-0 offering. Right down Broadway. Now 1-1 the count.
Looked like Koblenz was taking all the way there.
Throw goes to first, and back just ahead of the tag there was Yoder. I doubt we'd see Yoder take off here with 1 down.
Yeah, I don't like seeing him throw over there. Just get the batter.
It's the 1-1. That one swung on, lifted high in the air, deep left field. Zoller's underneath it, backpedals. And is that ball? It's gone. That's a walk-off home run by the Golden Bears. I think Zollers might have knocked it over the fence, but holy cow, the Golden Bears. But now, as it stands right now, that's a walk-off 2-run homer. Let's see, I think the umpires are going to get together here. Zollers. And it is a home run. That's the ball game. Holy cow. That's one And I'm going to have to go back on the YouTube stream later and watch that one and see how that got out of here. But that ball just kept carrying. And a walk-off two-run homer by Shane Koblentz will give the Golden Bears the win. We'll take a timeout and come back and wrap her up next here on WKLM.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
3-2 the final score here at Waynedale as the Golden Bears get a walk-off 2-run blast with one out in the bottom of the 7th inning to get the win over West Holmes. The Golden Bears would take a 1-0 lead off of an RBI infield single by Jaden Schlabel in the first inning, and there'd be no more scoring in this game until the top of the 6th inning, where the Knights would take the lead thanks to Logan Zoller's RBI single that scored Carson Tanner and Jefferson Yoder's RBI single that scored Cooper Booth. We'd go to the bottom of the 7th, Carson Tanner trying to get through the complete game and get the come-from-behind win. He had the one fly out to left, then Josh Yoder would single, and then Shane Koblenz unloaded on a ball to left field that no one in the stadium knew what happened until the umpire went out there and confirmed that ball went over the fence, and it turned into a walk-off 2-run homer to give the Golden Bears the win by the final score of 3-2. We'll go through the final lines after this from Pomeranian Hospital.
At Pomeranian Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomeranian brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland County. Whether it's a routine checkup or help managing a chronic condition, there's a Pomeranian provider nearby.
I want to say something to Carson real quick.
Okay.
Get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomeranian Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Taking a look at the pitching lines in this one, we'll start with the Golden Bears. Cameron Miller will get a no decision in this one as the starter went 5 innings, giving up 1 earned run on 2 hits while striking out 5 and walking 5. Jordan Miller, who came in relief, he went 1+ and will also get a no decision as he gives up 1 earned run on 2 hits, striking out 1 and walking 2. Braden Steiner ends up getting the win, going 1 inning, doesn't give up a hit or a run, strikes out 2 as he moves to 1-0. Carson Tanner works 6 1/3 innings for the Knights, giving up 3 runs, 2 earned on 8 hits while striking out 5. He did not walk a batter and hit 1. He'll end up with the loss, and his season record will drop now to 0-1. Final team lines for Waynedale: 3 runs, 2 earned on 8 hits, no errors. They strand 6. West Holmes, 2 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors, 7 batters left stranded. Again, Braden Steiner, the winning pitcher today. He'll go 1-0. Taking the loss will be Carson Tanner. He drops 0-1. With the win, the Golden Bears improve their record to 4-0 on the season. Meanwhile, West Holmes drops to 1-3 as they lose another heartbreaker. We'll wrap this one up next and get some final thoughts from Coach Pym after this from Pomeranian Hospital.
At Pomeranian Hospital, you're not just a neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomeranian brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland County. Whether it's a routine checkup or help managing a chronic condition, there's a Pomeranian provider nearby. Visit PomeranianHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomeranian Hospital, caring for our community's health.
3-2 to final in this one as the Golden Bears get a walk-off homer to left field by Shane Koblenz. And, Coach, we'll talk about this one. I don't know what to say.
It's been a strange year, hasn't it?
It's been a strange – what day did we call that? Was that Tuesday we had the first Lexington game? It's been a strange 3 days.
It sure has. Let's not forget the first run that Waynedale got. The ball was a foul ball. It hits the lip or something of the first base coaching box and goes straight sideways for an RBI single. Let's not forget that.
Folks, when we say this season has produced some of the oddest things we have ever seen. I mean, we had the Brock Gallion somehow got to second, ended up being an obstruction call at first. We've had balls just die going down the foul line. We've had balls that were foul. No one here knew what happened.
No one.
And really, it's bad breaks for the Knights so far. They've been in every single game they've lost and just haven't been able to complete.
The umpires didn't really even know what happened either. They had to confer. No one quite knew. Coach Miller, what a game. What a game. I tell you, I got to give it to Carson Tanner, though. What a performance. I said something to him before the game, challenged him a little bit. Boy, he stepped up. Yeah. Strikes the whole game. He just, and he's got a pretty good attitude about it. He knows he pitched his tail off, and it certainly isn't his fault.
Yeah, good performance by both teams out here today, and I don't think we're done with seeing either of these teams. This Waynedale team, they've won a lot of close games so far this season, and that's going to help them down the long run, and games like this are going to help West Holmes as well.
Well, they certainly had their hands full today. West Holmes, if nothing else, they can look at themselves and say, we just played with one of the best teams in the area. Played right with them.
Played one of the best teams in the state.
Absolutely. It's the team that went to state 3 years in a row. It's two-time state champion back-to-back. And they played right with them. And really could have very easily won the game.
Well, Coach, you got any final thoughts in this one?
I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Believe me, as someone that was in the same building when Coach Pym was a teacher, Coach Pym being speechless doesn't happen very often.
I'm going to put it this way. I wouldn't want to be Minerva tomorrow. I know they're going to Minerva, and these guys are just about ready to burst out. And I'm just telling you right now, don't be surprised if West Holmes puts a lot of runs on the board tomorrow.
So West Holmes at Minerva tomorrow. We'll have Waynedale at Highland tomorrow. Matt Croy will have the call of that one here on WKLM, the WKLM YouTube channel. Coach, always a pleasure to work with you.
Yes, thank you.
We'd also like to thank our entire crew from Claxon Communications. We had a few technical issues, but they did a great job working through it. Thank you so much, Jaron, and the rest of your crew. Always great to work with you guys. Also, Brogan Steimel really stepping up back at WKLM Sports Central today, helping us get on air throughout some of these technical difficulties. One more time, the final score in this one, Waynedale gets a 3-2 win off of Shane Koblenz, 2-run homer in the bottom of the 7th. For Bill Pym and our entire WKLM crew, I'm Jake Sidle signing off, reminding you to stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow here on WKLM. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you for watching high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.